Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marcus Tap. It's a little nippy here tonight. You will be getting snowing. I'm talking about like 60 degrees here. And it's nippy. You'd be like, yeah, Mark, whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Everywhere I go, they find me. Hypocrites and persons. Oh, shit. Really? Sort of. Wow. So why would you fucking tell me that it's there and it's not? What a bunch of idiots. Me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy shit. Hey Ann, how you doing? See. You're good, you think? Well, if you're here, that means you're doing good. If you were somewhere else, then, it wouldn't be right. I just got sent an email from this place I buy hats from, and they said that they have a sale. And then when I go click on the hat, it says sold out. So why send me the damn thing saying there's a sale and there's no damn the hats are like they're all sold out. I swear these people are so dumb. So then why send me it? Why send me the thing and it's like nothing here? I swear, some people just really, these people are whack. That don't make no sense, but whatever. Yeah, it's like, it's a place I just started buying hats from. I tried them out. And then it's like, they send me like emails every damn day. And just now they said 40% off on hats store wide. And then there's only one hat that I like, and it's all sold out. And it says notify me when you get it back. Well, when you get it back, it's probably not gonna be on sale, so why notify you? It just, these people make no sense. Like, they have no sense of like business shipping and things like that. I never understand how people can get sold out of something. Like, shouldn't you make like a lot of them? You know, maybe if you had some common sense, don't you think like you should make a lot? Yeah, maybe make a lot of them next time, or have like a count on your have like an inventory count of the things. You know what I noticed this year? I mean, well, for the past year, I keep forgetting we're already in this year. But for the past like couple months to the last year, if I go to the store and I like a specific thing, like a specific chocolate, a specific food, a specific brand, and it goes missing after a while. Hey, Destiny, how you doing, sweetie? And it'll go missing, and you're like, what? Everybody in the world is like eating what I'm eating now, or everybody likes this specific thing. Like, this don't make no sense. That's why I get so mad when I go to the grocery store sometimes. It's like, where the heck's that popcorn that I like? It's not even here anymore. Then I'll go to another store, and then another store, and then another store. And then like, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? This don't make no damn sense. And then like, I don't know if you guys, like, when I cook, I use like the non-stick tin foil, right? I use that from time to time for certain things. So the store used to always have like a 25-yard one, like, or whatever, and you like a little small one. It was like $7 or whatever. Then it went up to like $9, and now it's disappeared. So I'm saying to myself, so if it's gone, then where the hell is it? Like, how do you have all the other foils, but you don't have the non-stick one? So now everybody's food's gonna get stuck on the other foil, or we have to use oil on the foil, or we just can't make anything that's non-stick on the foil. Or where in this island can I get some? So honestly, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I'd say the beginning of the year. Let's put it that way. Yeah, put oil on the foil. I'm doing good, sweetheart. All's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. So I drove all over the island, I was asking for it. Oh no, sir, sorry, we don't have it. Then I was like, you know what? Let me find out, what other stores are there. I was like, let me see what this store, I've been that store. Let me go to a different company. Oh yeah, here it's like 60 degrees right now. So it's like, it's okay, but it's still kind of like, for me it's like kind of chilly. So that's why I got my hoodie on. I went outside just now to take the dog for a walk, and I was like, holy shit, it's kind of cool out here. So yeah, I know it's been snowing everywhere. In Boston, I just finished watching the game, and it was pouring snow, and it has like mounds of snow on the side of the on the street when the guy put the camera outside. So anyway, I call this place, right? I normally don't go there. I haven't been there forever. So I called the store and I was like, hello, sir. Do you guys sell non-stick foil? He goes, Um, I'm gonna put you on hold and I'll be right back. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So then he comes back in like 2 minutes. He goes, hey sir, yes, we have a double pack of tinfoil. It's like a um two 300 yard rolls of it. I'm like, fuck, that's gonna last me till the end. That's gonna last me for like next 2 years. So then he's like, oh, that's the only one. That's the only thing we have. It comes in a double pack. I said, you can't just sell me one. He goes, no, no, it comes in a double pack. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just give one to my sister and I'll take the other one because we always use it, right? Not every day, but we use it. It'll last us for a long time. So he's like, I was like, you know how much it costs? He's like, yeah, it's 28.75 for the pack. And I'm like, all right, cool, bro. So I went down there and I go looking for it and I finally found it. And I was like, this is the only place in Bermuda that had fucking non-stick foil. I almost said, you know what? The hell with the non-stick foil. I'll just put oil on the foil and fuck it. But I said, no, I'll get the non-stick shit. You know, it's easier. You know, I'll just go get it. And I gave the other one to my sister. And she was like, oh, cool. I needed some. She's like, where the hell did you find it? I was like, I went to that place behind such and such a building. She's like, oh, wow, I didn't forgot about them. I said, yeah. I think everybody else forgot about them too because they're the only ones who have the foil. But like stupid shit like that makes me mad. How you've been selling this shit all my lifetime. I remember my mom using it and I use it and I cook on a regular basis. So I need it too. It's like for certain things. Because I don't like putting things directly on a pan sometimes because then it'll stick or it'll fuck it all up and then, you know, everything's all messed up. So I'd rather just get the non-stick foil and then I ain't got to worry about certain shit. And obviously you have to use it for certain things. So I'm like, wow, this is some bullshit. I had to go to another shop, you know. Thank God it's only like, you know, like 10 minutes away from me. So I didn't have to drive that far. And then it was like, then it was just microwave popcorn that I like. And I started eating that for like a couple months. I like my popcorn, right? I don't like, you know, popcorn is like nice and light, you know, at nighttime when I'm watching a game. I just want a little, you know, just a little microwavable bag of popcorn. Like, it's not too much to ask. So I started to like this certain brand of popcorn. I don't like too much butter and shit all over my popcorn. Just a little bit of salt. I'm good to go. Light butter, whatever. So I started buying this popcorn. So then I ran out and I was like, oh yeah, write popcorn on my list. Bang. So I went to the store. Nobody had it. Then I went to another one. No one had it. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me now. Everybody eats the same fucking popcorn as me now. And the other popcorns are all there except for the ones that I like. And it's not the cheapest thing of popcorn either. So then I was like, I'm gonna go drive to the other end of the island and see if I can go to this store way up the other side, about 25 minutes away. It's not that far, but I said, let me go. And they had 2 boxes left, and I bought the last two. And then the following week, I go to the same store I always go, and they had a shitload of it. So you made me drive all the way up the road for 25 minutes just to get some damn popcorn, and then the next following week, you got it all on the shelf at the store that I go to. That's 5 minutes away. I usually slice onions and put them on the bottom to prevent fruit from sticking. Yeah, I mean, on all and that's cool too. Like I do that as well. All depends on what I'm doing because I just have a thing with pans and all that. Like I have good pans and I use the glass one too. And I use like different shit, but sometimes I like to just put the foil in there so it doesn't ruin the pan. Because one thing I can't stand is after you make ribs with all this sauce and shit. And like I put, hey Marley, how you doing? Like I'll cook it for I cook my ribs for like 2 hours and a half. Sometimes I go on like 300, just so like at night stays nice at a nice temperature and cook them. Don't overcook them right away. And I don't like putting it directly on the pan because with the with the sauce and all that, the ingredients and all the marinade. Because after it's done, right? After it's done, then the pan gets like hot and I mean, like the pan gets hot and dry, and then you got to scrape that shit off or soak it in water overnight, and then you got to clean it. Whereas the foil, I put the foil like right up into the side, so all you gotta do is take the foil out, it goes in the trash, and then the pan's not all messed up. I don't want to sit there and scrub a damn pan the next day and soak it in water overnight. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit, like, I don't feel like doing that. I'd rather just put the foil down and save the day. Yeah, see, there's some more cooking. You know? I'm talking about how you go to the store and you like something, and then they don't have it, and you have to go to another store to find it, and then all of a sudden you're like, how the hell did everybody like the same shit that I do? It's annoying. So yeah, that's sometimes it pisses me off that I go to the store and they don't have the things that you need, and it's like you have all this other shit around here, but the shit that I want is not here. Out of all these items, millions of items are in this store, and all I want is some damn popcorn and a box of microwave popcorn or some tin foil, and the shit that I need, and they never have. Or I'm gonna drive all over the damn island to find it in another store that I don't go to. I'll be walking in the store, be like, "Who's this mofo? I ain't seen this guy ever in my life. Excuse me, sir, can we help you?" You be like, "This guy's coming here to rob some, looking all gangster and shit. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? Where you going? I ain't never seen this mofo yet." I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm looking for some non-stick foil." "Oh yeah, right here, bro. Yeah, hurry up and get this shit and get out of here. We don't know you." I go to the same store all the time, like, cause I don't like going to different places all the time. But if I need to, I will, just in case they ain't got nothing else. Cheese from Italy. Oh, what? A wheel of cheese from Italy. You better tell him pray to the Pope for that shit. You better tell him ask the Pope to send it to him. He's in Italy. He'll bless the year of cheese and fucking bring it and send it to you, FedEx. You better tell his tourist ass go eat some regular Kraft American cheese and call it a day. But tell him go to chunky cheese. A wheel of cheese. I don't know. I can't stay away from cheese. I need cheese in the West Bay. I know, right? You better tell him start working for it. $900 worth of cheese. You must be crazy. I don't even spend $900 worth of cheese in a year. I like cheddar cheese and mozzarella cheese. I have Parmesan cheese sometimes on my well, not sometimes, in my Caesar salad. I eat cheese almost every day, guaranteed. I can't stay away from it. Yeah, sharp cheddar, yeah. Sharp cheddar cheese. And when I make macaroni and cheese, I go get the big blocks and I shred it myself. I can't use like that already made like cheese that comes inside a bag. I ain't using that shit in my macaroni. Hell no. I shred my own shit. That real McCoy. I can't do that shit. Hell no. I make my own cheese. And that block of cheese will like last you a while unless you're putting the whole damn thing in there if you're making a big ass bowl like me. My nephews, they love macaroni and cheese. They'd be like, "Uncle Mark, make a big ass one so we can eat it for like the next 2 days." He take it to school and everything. Tonight I made spaghetti bake with my sister. We made spaghetti, we got the meat, we seasoned it all up, we mixed it all together, Put some cheddar cheese in there, mozzarella cheese, and then we topped it off with mozzarella cheese on top, and then we stuffed it in the oven with some garlic bread. It was pretty good. I got some for my lunch tomorrow. I'm good to go. It actually didn't mess up my stomach. Quesadillas, yeah, I like quesadillas. They're good. Yeah, I like the sharp cheddar cheese. Yeah. I haven't had a quesadilla in a long time. You be putting corn in your spaghetti? I don't mind corn. I like corn. Corn's cool. I like corn. I'll put it in my spaghetti. I wouldn't give a shit. Cottage cheese, my mom likes cottage cheese. I'm not really a cottage cheese fan, but I'll eat it with like crackers or something if I feel like it. I've been in the mood for like popcorn and shit like that. Sometimes I'll go off popcorn and then I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I don't feel like it no more. Then I'll go back into the vibe again. Sometimes I like the crackers and cheese, and I just have my little moods of what I want to eat sometimes or snack on. The other day I got a bag of carrots. I chopped them all up and then got some veggie dip, and I was dipping the carrots in the veggie dip and eating them like that. I was like, yeah, it's something different. I feel like some carrots. The carrots were looking extra good last week, so I bought a bag of them. I peeled them all, cut them all up in pieces, got some veggie dip, and ate that like for my lunch one day last week. Can't remember when it was, like maybe a week and a half ago. I was like, I don't feel like eating shit. I'm gonna eat these damn carrots with some dip. Fuck it. I haven't eaten carrots for like that with dip for like years. And I just felt like then I just wanted something different. Yeah, lasagna. We make lasagna too. I love lasagna. I like the cottage cheese and the lasagna, like how you're saying, but my nephew and my sister don't like all that. Me, I like things like how everybody else does, but sometimes my sister's like, I don't want that. I don't put that. I don't put it in. I like mushrooms. I'll put mushrooms in everything, but not everybody. My nephews don't like mushrooms. They think it's gross. I'm like, you people don't know what you're missing. Mushrooms gives you that extra taste. It's good for you. I don't want that shit. I'm like, fuck is wrong with you people? I like onions and mushrooms and all sorts of peppers and shit. I eat onions on anything. We make like every Monday we make because they got volleyball practice on Mondays. So like Mondays I'll barbecue some chicken breasts. I'll chop it all up. We guys get panini breads. We have a panini machine, like a press thing. So we'll make like panini sandwiches and shit like that. Put cheese and onions in there and all sorts of shit, mushrooms, avocado, whatever. I always make something different. That's what's up. I cook every damn day. I have to. Yesterday I had takeout. I had a pizza. Everybody felt like takeout yesterday. So I was like, yeah, I'll get a meat lovers pizza. Good to go. Every now and then we get takeout. Maybe once a week sometimes. Yeah, maybe once a week we get takeout. We get fed up or we have something to do so we don't feel like cooking, so we're just gonna get takeout. It's a pain in the ass. My dog's snoring again. Why is it good to hear all the time? Stupid. But yeah, I get pissed at the grocery stores because sometimes they just don't have shit. I don't know why, but they aggravate me. This damn dog and they're snoring. Hey Marley, have you ever seen this deck before? You can hear my dog snoring in the background. Don't mind her.
Hey.
Apparently that didn't work. This deck is funny as hell. It's called Spiritual as Fuck. Oh yeah, earlier when I was in your room, I read. You know what? I went inside your room, and then all of a sudden, a guy, like a man. I don't know if it was your grandfather or not because I can't remember. But it's a man. He's got his hair like to the side, right? And he said to me, you know what? I remember Marley when she was in her red car. And I was like, what the heck's this guy talking about? I remember Marley in her red car. I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't want to give her no message if, she probably got a blue car. You're going to be making me look like an idiot in here or something like that. Marley be like, I ain't got no damn red car. What the fuck you talking about? So anyway, this guy, he's got like, the guy that I saw, look at this damn dog. Look at her tail. She's snoring and her tail is whacking that gray thingy. She's such a pain in the ass. So yeah, it was a guy. It was a guy of like brownish hair, and he had his hair combed to the side. She's such a pain in the ass. And it's always when I come on here, she does that. Earlier she weren't even snoring or anything. Or what it is, her belly's full. See, she had food and something in her la la land. Anyway, it was a guy. He was pretty. He was not tall, but he was pretty tall. But he had like brown hair and it was combed to the side. But he looked like maybe 60 something. And he was like telling me about you in the car and all that. That's what I was getting. And then he showed me like you with your like seatbelt on when you were driving, you were all happy singing. And then like you went to like a movie theater place. And I'm like, why is this guy showing me this? Like, you know? So that's why I told you that earlier in your live. It doesn't happen often, but that's the message that I got. Like the guy was trying to tell me that you were like, and then in the end, I know we started talking and stuff, and I started to cut him off because I was like, look, man, I want to listen to the live. I ain't got no time to be listening to you like all my ear all damn day, all night. But he said something about in the end, he said something about you were pregnant in that car or you got pregnant in that car. He said something about that car and pregnancy. Or maybe like you had that car when you like first got pregnant or some shit like that. I don't know what the hell you meant by that, but whatever. Like, I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna ask her that shit in here, like, The person was like, yeah, tell her. Oh my God, there you go then. So that's what he was telling me then. So this guy knows all that, and I didn't want to say it in your live, right? Because that's all like personal shit, right? So I can tell you in here, like, and he was like, yeah, she got pregnant in that car. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Or maybe like he's probably saying, yeah, you lost your virginity in the car or some shit he was saying. I don't know. He was telling me, yeah, he got pregnant. She was pregnant driving that car. I'm like, look, look, man, don't be telling me all this shit. Like, I'm trying to listen to Martin, and I don't know who the guy is, but he was a guy telling me everything. And I was like, yo, like, tell me later when I'm in my room and she's in my room, so that way I can tell. I'm not gonna bother in here now, like, you know. So I wanted to tell you that when I was in your live earlier, and I was like, damn. I was like, she be doing it in the car, in the red, and I can see you clear as day in the fucking car, you know. I'm dead serious. Like, it looked like a movie to me. That's why I was like, what the fuck? That's Marley in the car. And like, yeah, you look young and your hair was like all done up. And you look and I was like, this gotta be way back. Like she had this damn car. Like, and I'm like, why is this guy showing me this shit? It didn't make no sense to me. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was. I'm just telling you what I saw, like, cause I'm like, why is this guy telling me this shit? Right. But when I see people, or I'm just talking to them, that spirit just randomly comes by and just says, "Yeah, look, this is her when she was like had a red car." He didn't tell me how old you were. He was just like, "Look at her in the red car, and she's singing all happy, and she's going to the movies." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, she's pregnant in that car." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Yo, bro, like, come on, man." Like, I don't need you to tell me all this shit. Like, I'm trying to listen to this damn woman read these people that talk some shit. Don't bother me. But the guy kept going on and on. I had to cut him off. Once he said something about being pregnant in a car or fucking in the car, or whatever the heck it was, I was like, look, bro, I don't care about all that shit. I ain't telling her that. Yeah, it does. It Destiny, it's been crazy lately. And, you know, it happened. Marley's been in here plenty of times now since I read for her a while ago, and I haven't got a spirit like type of message for her probably since. And then I go in there tonight, and I'm on my phone, right? I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone, just laying on the couch. I said, "Let me go talk to Marley, say hello." Next thing you know, this guy just comes out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want?" Like he's like, "Look, I want you to talk to Marley for me." I'm like, "Look, man, she's alive. I ain't gonna bother." And he's like, "No, man, look, I want to show you Marley." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, all right, go ahead. Fuck, I'm listening, bro. I'll tell her." As soon as I wrote it down, I was just like, "Marley, did you have a red car?" Because if you said no, I'll be like, "Look, bro, you better get the fuck away from me." And Marley goes, "Don't be saying shit to me. I'm gonna be end up falling off this damn bed." I started laughing. I said, "Oh fuck." See, look, they're already the woman got a read card. She's gonna fall off the goddamn bed. Leave her alone. She's gonna fall off the couch, the bed, whatever. She already almost had a heart attack the last time I read. Leave the damn woman alone. I don't feel like bothering her. I kept telling the guy, look, I'm not bothering her. Leave her alone. She's already got like messages from me. She don't need to know about her fucking rare car and all this bullshit and movie theater. I had to like, but the person was like, "Come on, Mark, look, listen to me. Just tell her because it's significant." And I'm like, "All right, man, all right." No, but I'm saying they bother me, like, you know. I'm trying to listen to you, and this mofo is in my ear. Blah blah blah, telling her Rick. And then he's like, "Look, look, 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 look." He's like, "Look, look, look. Look at her in the red car. Look, see? She's like this. And you're in the red car, you got your old prim and proper in the car, you're all like this. And then like I see like a movie theater and you driving up to the movie theater, like that's why I actually if it was a drive-through one or like a drive-in one where you're outside and you see like the thing. It's like you're driving up and I can see like it says movie theater. And I'm like, why are you telling me this shit? This don't make no sense. It's just her in a car going to the movies. Who fucking cares? You know? So like he was like aggravating me. I don't know who it was or if you know anybody that looks like that. But he honestly, like I'll tell you what he looks like. He has brown hair, but it's like kind of scruffy, but it's pulled to the side. And he has a white shirt with like suspenders, like brown suspenders with brown long pants. And he looks kind of like scruffy looking, or he looks like he's from like a hillbilly type guy, or like he was in the farm or some shit like that. And he knows you. But he goes, I know Marley. And I'm like, yeah, he didn't tell me who he was. He was like, yeah, I used to see her all the time in her red car. Maybe it was somebody like, he knew you or something, maybe an uncle or something. I don't know. But it wasn't, I don't think it was your grandfather. It could be your grandfather when he was younger. I don't know if he looked like that. But the guy was all in my ear, and then he showed me what he looked like. And I was like, all right. But he showed me what he looked like once, and that was it. And then he just says, look, just look. So he wanted me to like look ahead and see like what he was trying to tell me. And I was like, all right, bro. Oh, okay. So maybe like I don't know if that description describes him, but maybe that was him. Maybe when he was younger, I don't know. Or when you were 16, maybe he looked like that. I have no idea. Oh, okay. But he was already passed. All right. Yeah. So maybe it is then. Maybe he was overalls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't remember when I saw him the first time. Cause I think I described him to you the first time. But I remember you saying, he was already passed. Yeah. Maybe it was him because sometimes they come in and they show me like a different version of themselves because that was like what 20 years ago you were 16. So 20 years ago, like he may be looking like younger. I know it don't make sense, but yeah. Right. Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, that could be him then. Yeah, 20 years. Yeah, see, that's probably him, man. Cause he looked like he was drunk. Cause he was acting up. Like I was like, yo, bro. Like he was one of the. He sounded like a drunk, persistent person. And I was like, yo, bro, I don't even know you. Like, don't aggravate me, man. Cause sometimes spirit be fucking around, like. That's why I gotta watch out. Like, I don't want to like, you know, listen to them too much sometimes because they aggravate the shit out of me. But he was aggravating me though. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like he was one of those guys where I'm like, look, man, just leave me alone, bro. But yeah, it was almost like the first time I read for you when he was very persistent, and I was like, look, man, I'm in this woman's room. I don't want to irritate her, like, or like get her off track and shit. And people inside the chat would be like, this mofo coming here reading this damn woman. I'm waiting for my fucking question to be asked. I can't stand when people do that shit, and I'm waiting, and I'm next. Like, I'm like, fuck. Okay, Destiny, stay warm, sweetheart. It's good seeing you. Hey, Aquarius, how you doing? Doing good. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. Like, I don't like you bother me because I don't want to like, you know, mess up your like, your train of thought and shit. So I was like, yeah, whatever, like, But it was funny as shit though, watching you when you were young in the car. That's some cool shit though. Like I don't honestly sometimes like it don't phase me because I see it all the time. But after it happened, I'm like, look at this shit. These guys are showing me this girl when she was like 16 years old driving this car, and like you look. Obviously, you were a lot younger, right? And I'm looking at it saying, look at that shit. Yeah, trying to stay warm. I know, right? A lot of people are telling me they got snow. from everywhere. I'm like, damn, thank God I ain't got that shit around here. His name was Milton. Yeah, he looks like a damn Milton. I know a Milton too. And he kind of looks like him. Yeah, if he comes through again, I'm gonna ask him, are you Milton? Yeah, I would not want that. You know, my uncle lives out there where you are, Edge of Aquarius, and my auntie. They say that they didn't even want to get out. They didn't even want to get out of the house sometimes because it's like you're gonna freeze to death just going to the store. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't. I don't know how the fuck you people live in that shit. Hell, hell no. I'm so glad I live here. I don't have to deal with no snow at all, and it don't get cold here like that. I mean, tonight is kind of chilly, but I mean, chilly to me is like a sunny day for you guys. That's weird because in Georgia, like I wasn't in Georgia, I was in Atlanta. Like I never went like to Georgia, but like the when I used to go to Atlanta every time, I used to go to Atlanta like 3 to 4 times a year because my best friend moved out there, right? So and we were always going there all the time. And we used to watch NASCAR races, right? So I used to drive from the city to um to the city to the NASCAR race. I can't remember where the hell it's called now. Anyway, I used to drive like 2 hours from the city to that place, and then I used to go when I was in Atlanta. I used to drive to Alabama to Talladega, so that was the opposite direction. And the farthest I drove was like around before you get to Alabama, but it's like Talladega. So I used to drive like, oh yeah, Atlanta Motor Speedway, yeah, that's what it's called, yeah. But I can't remember the area it's called. Like it's an area there. But my friend used to stay like literally 15 minutes away from the speedway in a place called Walnut Creek. And I used to go there and visit him. He bought a house there. And then now he's not there no more. But I used to DJ out there and everything in the club above like his restaurant that he had. There was a club up there and the guy told me, "Oh, you DJ?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, you want to DJ up here?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I DJed there like 3 times in Atlanta. This is going back like 20 years ago. But the last time I was in Atlanta was 2007. That was the last time I went. Because that was the last time that he was like, I was there. And then he left the next year and went to Florida. But I used to drive all over Atlanta, all over the place. I used to go to like the Gwinnett Mall. My friend Mike that comes in here, I was telling him about it because he's from Atlanta. He's from Georgia, I mean. But yeah, I drove all over the damn place out there. I went nuts. I almost got in trouble so many times. And I got off one time. Oh my God, man. The guy was like, "Oh, you're a NASCAR fan?" I'm like, "Yeah, we just came from the race." And I was high and drunk as fuck. And he was like, and I was driving too. And they were like doing random checks. And I was like, when I gave him my license, he goes, "Oh shit, you're from Bermuda?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And I've got my shades on, thank God, right? He can't see my eyes. And he's like, "Oh, you're from Bermuda? Oh, one of my friends is from Bermuda. You know so and so?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm lying like a motherfucker, drunk and high as hell. My friend's in the passenger side shitting himself. He's like, "Yeah, we're going to jail." And then I was like, and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, man, you ever want to come Bermuda? Like, here's my card." Like, And he was like, "Oh, yeah, good seeing you, man." I was like, "It's good to see Bermudians up here." And I'm like, "Yeah, we guys, we love NASCAR and shit. He's like, "Okay, man, have a good time and drive safe." I'm like, "Yeah, you too, officer." He's like, "Oh, yeah, call me Scott." I'm like, "All right, Scotty. All right, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot." Yeah, I shook his hand. "Okay, bro. Yeah, cool." And I'm like, holy shit. I could have went fucking jail just now. High and drunk as fuck. Young and stupid. My friend was like, "Mark, I can't believe that shit." We got off. We got so lucky just now. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, spirit just saved my ass again. You dumbass. So yeah, we drove home all slow and shit on the highway. We were shitting ourselves. We were like, oh boy, I ain't going there no more. Yeah, I did a lot of stupid shit when I was young. When I was in my 20s, I went nuts. I went crazy. Like I was just like, yeah. I never, went to jail or anything like that, or ever got arrested, but very close. I used to drink and smoke a lot back then. See, I was crazy. We were a four-season country. Summer is beautiful, but damn, winter could be brutal. Yeah, and I know, especially out there. From the start, is where there. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, were you, Marty? Yeah, I smoked for like over 20 years, and I stopped. 6 years ago, I gave it all up. Oh yeah, back in the day, I was, yeah. Like when I was in my 20s, I was, yeah. There was a time period from like maybe 22 to 26 when I was good. When I was like, I was kind of devastated because I lost like the love of my life. Like my girlfriend and I, we were like really cool back in the day, but like we were together for a while. And then when she went to college, like we broke up. So that kind of like destroyed me. I was just like, look at this fucking shit. All this time I spent with this damn woman, and now like it's all over now. So I kind of like went on a drinking and smoking spree. I had just left the army. I was like 21 going 22. My friend was in Atlanta. I'm like, yo, I'm coming out there, man. We're gonna get fucked up. And he's like, yeah, man, come out here, man. I got so much shit you guys can do, man. I got all the good shit. I'll find you. I'll get you this and that. Then I rented a car and he started teaching me where to drive and where to go. I was out there like 4 times a year going crazy. I was like, yeah, I'm single now. I'm free. Fuck the world. And then when I turned 26, I was just like, I kind of slowed down. I was like, yeah, you better take it easy, bro. You're going to kill yourself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what happened with me. See, because my nephews are young. And then I would wait for them to go sleep or leave me alone because they would come home from school and then come straight over here. Uncle Mark, let's go play basketball. Let's go play ball. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. So I couldn't be like high or have drinks around them. I didn't want them to look at me like, and say, oh, yeah, my Uncle Mark's a drug addict. So 6 years ago, they were like 8 and 10. So they started to, they knew what life was about around then. They knew what like the smell of weed was and they knew what alcohol was. So like I was like, yeah, I can't do this shit no more because I don't want them to look at me like I'm their role model. I'm like their pride and joy, their favorite uncle, and I can't let like all my nephews just randomly come around here. Because then my oldest nephews, they had bikes and they would come around here unexpected. I'm like, yeah, I don't want them to catch me doing it. So I actually gave up because I didn't want them to look at me in a different way. Like I had too much to lose. Like I didn't want them to say, yeah, my Uncle Mark is a fucking weed head. Fuck him, he drinks. So like 6 years ago, I pretty much like gave it all up so I can be more of a role model for them and just like so they won't do it. And it was good for me too. Like, I did it for them, but I also did it for myself because I got tired of it. Once I reached 40 years old, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm wasting all this money on weed and alcohol and shit, cigarettes and shit. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm at it. I'm at it. Yeah, Chris, I mean, that my mom and dad and my sisters and brothers don't do it either. But my brother used to get drunk and shit. And, I used to like hang out with him. So I used to get like, you know, I've been drunk a few times in my life. I've been high as fuck more, probably more, smoking weed and shit, but for a long time. But I'm honestly, I'm so glad I don't do it no more. I have nothing against it. It is what people would ever want. I can't condemn it because I used to do it, but I don't miss it. And everybody says, "Well, you don't want to have one like here and there. You can have one. You didn't got to give it up." I'm like, look, I gave it up. I don't want it no more. Once I give up something, I ain't going back. That's it. I'm done. Next. Now I haven't had a drink or a cigarette or like weed or anything, nothing like that at all for 6 years. This August coming this year will be 7 years I gave it up. And I don't, like I said, I don't miss it. I really don't. I don't care. Like it don't phase me. And now like weed's legal all over the damn place, and I'm like, yeah, of course you're gonna legalize it now because I'm finished. So it's all good. Like it never did nothing wrong in my life. Like I never looked at weed as something that was very bad. It's just people made it sound bad. Nothing's bad unless you abuse it. If you abuse it, it's just like alcohol. You can have a drink every day, but if you have three, four, five, six, and get drunk and get dumb, you're gonna ruin your body. You're gonna fucking, something might happen to you. Just like cigarettes. One, two, three, four a day, five a day, a pack a day. I used to smoke almost a pack a day back in when I was in my 20s and in the army. And that shit used to make me sick. I was like, fuck this. And then my girlfriend used to smoke, so it was even worse. And I'm like, oh hell no, I gotta stop this shit. I got tired of it. I quit cigarettes first. So like I say, it's just like food. If you eat too much food, you get fat, you can have a heart attack, you can die, or something bad's gonna happen to you. Nothing's bad unless you abuse it. And I always tell people that. And that was one thing about me. I never abused alcohol and weed and shit like that. I never abused anything I have. And I don't get addicted to anything either. I don't get addicted to anything. I don't crave things like some people do. Some people goes, oh, I have to have it. I don't have to have anything. Like I'm just like whatever. Anything I have to have is air to breathe. Yeah, I don't, Marty. I'm not really into I don't really care about addictions, and I'm not really an addictive person. My brain is programmed to say no and nah, I'm okay. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I can't do that shit. Yeah, exactly. I'm Aquarius. Yeah. Yeah, I have no issues with it. Not my problem, man. Yeah, painkillers and I critical. Yeah. Yeah, some people can get addicted to all that shit, you know. That's good, Marley. I'm proud of you, sweetheart. That's good. You don't need it. Like some people think they need shit. You don't. All you need is this. This tells you no, yes, maybe, yes, I'm addicted. No, I'm not addicted. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. If your mind tells you no, then there's no. You can do it. Like you just have to have a really good mindset and a really good you know way. Yeah, some people have to learn the hard way. It's life. I never forget. Like I woke up when I was 40. I woke up one day out of bed and I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you gotta fucking change, bro. You're waking up. You been sleep high. You're waking up high. And I wasn't addicted. I just liked doing it because it put me to sleep. It eased my mind. It eased my pain. I was working all hard and shit, so I needed something to relax. All my friends did it, you know. So it was I had to get rid of everything. So I never forget. I had a hard time sleeping after that. Now it's okay. I can go to sleep no problem. Yeah, exactly, Marley. But it doesn't make you a worse person or a better person. It's just something that you felt like you had to do. It's only going to benefit you in the long run of not doing the things that you're not supposed to do. But it doesn't make you a bad person because you did it. It's just the way it is, Sometimes people have like, a shitty upbringing, like they have bad luck or and they just take it out on everything. It was like me, when I was in my 20s, I was like, fuck yeah, I want to stay single. Fuck these bitches. I ain't worried about them. Can't believe I put all this time and effort to this woman and now it's over. Like I was hard on myself. I was like, I can't believe this shit. Because at that age, I wanted to settle down and get married and have kids. Like, like everybody tells you, like when you're in your 20s, you should do that shit. And I thought that I was gonna marry this woman and have kids and live my life happily ever after. Blah, blah, blah. She was my high school sweetheart, and next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, it's all down the drain. All that time and effort for nothing. So that discouraged me. Like that basically like put me, in a place where I was like, now what? And then I was like, you know what? I'm single, I'm free. It's time for me to like live my damn life. And that's what I did. From like 22 to 26, I went crazy for like 4 years. Just outright work, spend my money, go on trips. I was on vacation like every other month. I was going to Atlanta, Boston, I was going everywhere, Portugal. I traveled all over the place. I was a DJ. I went nuts. I barely slept. So those years were like some of the best years of my life, but also like some of the darkest because like I didn't know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be. And I was just like, what am I gonna do now? Like, what do I want to do with my life? And I had like a lot of mixed feelings and things. So yeah. So what happens when you're that age, you don't really like know what you want. Like, it's fucked up. Yeah, exactly. Age of Aquarius, I agree. It gives you depth and wisdom. You're absolutely right. Yeah, that's hard, Marley. That's fucked up. Well, at least you're in a better place now. That's all that matters. At least you're a better person now. At least you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes you gotta find yourself after your mistakes. Yeah, exactly. What doesn't kill you will make you stronger. That's the saying that people say, and it's true though. Everybody goes through bullshit, like you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through it. Like on my earlier live, I was talking about my sister and how she went through, this major change, this year. And I watched my brother go through it right before Christmas 5 years ago. I'll never forget he came to like the family Christmas thing and he was devastated. He had these big bags underneath his eyes, like he weren't sleeping. His kids were all mopey and like didn't know what the hell hit him, and he was like, I looked at him and I was like, fuck, man. Well, you did it to yourself, you know? That's what I was saying in my earlier life that we have ourselves to blame for the decisions we make and having bad people in our lives for too long. It may start off good, but once it starts going downhill, you either fix it or try to fix it. And if it don't work, that means it's trying to tell you get the fuck up. And all you can do is forgive yourself and say, look, I made a mistake. I'm going to own up to this mistake and I'm going to make my life better. I fucked up. But don't be hard on yourself. You're a human being. We all make mistakes. We're all in the moment. If that person was meant to be in your life for a reason or a season. That's it. But otherwise, that you should never be hard on yourself for all your bad decisions. Some people say, well, I keep making them. Well, then sit down and tell yourself, what the fuck am I doing wrong? What can I do to make life better? Yeah, and then some people think that, oh, they have to have somebody in their life, like to love and to be in a romantic relationship. Like you don't have to have nobody. All you need is yourself. And if you have kids, then those should be your priority. You know, be the best person you can be. Like I was saying in my earlier life, be the best mom, be the best dad, be the best sister, brother, whatever you want to be. Like, be the best person you can for yourself. Yeah, our downfalls will always should always, be a lesson, you know? Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I'm so glad I did that. I've been single for years now. And I love being single because every time I found myself in a relationship or you know almost being in one or actually get into one, shit will blow up or the person will show their true colors immediately. And I'm like, so maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not supposed to be married. Maybe I'm not supposed to be, with a woman to have kids. Maybe I'm just supposed to be by myself right now. And then maybe one day, I don't know when, but maybe one day God's gonna grace me with a miracle with a real woman that actually, I can deal with for the rest of my life. I don't know when or where or how or who, but God would deal with it. So I left it in God's hands. I said, look, I had a conversation. I said, look, Spirit God, look, if in my lifetime that you put me on this earth, if you want to put me with a woman next, the next woman, please let her be the only one left. I don't want to go through another woman where I have to be like, fuck, another bullshit fucking relationship. I want the next one to be the one. So don't bring nobody else in between, please, for God's sake. I don't want to have to go through another bullshit, situation. So please just give me the next one that's the right one. And if I have to wait 5, 10 years or whatever it is, or however long, then you can bring it to me. If not, I don't want nobody else. Just let me be single and I'll accept it. When you want to bring that miracle in, you can bring her in. Otherwise, that I don't want nobody. Don't even bring me a fling. Don't even bring me a potential. No, I want the one. If not, don't bring nothing to me. I don't want. I don't want none of these filming assholes around me. I don't want none of that shit. Leave me alone. I don't want nobody come around me filming out the mouth, talking about, oh, yeah, you're my guy, this and that. I don't know, yeah, I will give you some. No, no, no. Look, listen, please, God, I'm begging you. Just bring the right one. I don't care if it's now, tomorrow, next year, 2 years, 5 years. Please don't give me nothing in between. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm had enough. You've made me learn my lessons. You've tortured me enough in that department. I don't want no more, please. And so far, he's blessed me with no in between bullshit. And if he does, it's like literally a week or a month or 2 months, and I'll figure it out. He's like, yeah. I'll be like, yeah, this isn't the one. This bitch is lying already. So yeah, I know like what to do now. So that's what I did. Like I said, look, I'm really tired of this shit. Please God, don't do this shit to me no more. I'm at enough. My heart can't take no more. My heart's already taped with duct tape and crazy glue. So like, in order for that shit to stay together, just don't bring me another one, please. I'm sick and tired of this shit. My heart can't take it no more. So like that's how I feel like. Oh, I that's the thing with me. And that's why I get so mad, Marley, is because when I start to date someone or I start to conversate, just conversating, I get that, there's lies or there's like bullshit, like you know, red flags, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. And then the person like continues to talk to me, and then they're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'll talk to you later." And then they get the hint after a while, like, "Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with you." But what did I do? What did you do? You fucking lied. But everyone lies. Yeah, I lie too when I'm in bed. When I go lie down in bed, that's the only time I fucking lie. Yeah? When I lie on my couch, that's the only time I lie. You know? I ain't lying to nobody. I don't want that fucking on my resume. Yeah, exactly. Don't fucking lie to me if you want to be, if you want to be like my lover and my friend and my woman and shit, like, don't lie to me, man, because I won't be able to trust you. If I can't trust you, then there's nothing between us. You know? Oh, absolutely, yeah. You can catch discrepancies in freaking conversations, yeah. And that's why I don't deal with it, you know? And nowadays, like for the past 10 years of my life, I would say that majority of the women I meet, they want to fuck me today, and tomorrow they want to take me for everything I have, and the next day they want to be nice again. Then they start to tell the truth, and then they lie again. They don't want to keep trying to, get in bed with me. And I'm like, yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You're just a desperate hook. No, it's not gonna happen. See, I want that traditional, get to know you, don't aggravate me, don't lie to me. And if you ain't giving me that, then goodbye. I don't need your coochie on the fifth date or the fourth date. I don't need your coochie into a couple months down the road. We can have sex 5 months later, 6 months. I don't give a fuck. Sex don't matter. I need to trust you first. I need to feel you inside, not be inside of you. You know? All that shit will come later. You know? But like if I get somebody that just wants to attack my dick one time, I can't handle that shit. That's fucking annoying. Like I don't want that shit. If I want to fuck somebody, I can do it right now. Anybody can. You just go out and just get drunk or ask someone to fuck you. They'll do it. There's a lot of volunteers. That's not what I want. You know? I want somebody I can like grow with and do shit with and have fun with and laugh like a motherfucker all day. But don't lie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Someone look at you and lie. Yeah. That's just like that's everybody nowadays. People just keep doing that shit. Yeah, you gotta pass the test. Yeah, the freak flag will fly. All that shit will be in due time. But I feel like with the whole thing about like getting to know somebody before you have sex with them has gone out the window. I feel like that shit doesn't even exist anymore. You have to like really, really like, find somebody that's like you that won't do that shit. Because I feel like that's the biggest challenge to not do in a early friendship relationship build up is to leave each other alone in the sex part. You can kiss and all that and hug and all that type of shit. Kissing and hugging is okay. Obviously, not out of control or whatever. But all that stuff's cool. But all the sex part, everything should be like valued, you know, like priming you up for it. So when it does happen, you feel like it's genuine, and you feel like I mean, it even sounds stupid to talk like that now because people don't do it. Like people like Mark, people don't do that shit no more. And I'm just like, well, I do. because I don't want an STD from no dirty ass hoe that's trying to manipulate me in the first 3 weeks I know her. And a woman that throws herself at me, that's a turn off because that just shows me all you want. You know, after like if we're dating and you're that fucking desperate, then you just go deal with Bob when you get home. You know, and write my name on it or something. You ain't getting none of me until we actually, I know that you're clean and you're pure and you're trustworthy. If that's the case, then don't come around me. I'm not desperate like that. It has to mean something to me now, whereas before I could care less. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's hard for like to find somebody that's gonna actually be that way. It's like very, very seldom you find that because that's the going rate of people and what they do. And if you're dating me, right, and I'm not giving you the time of day in the sex department, you might say this guy's weird. He's never making no moves on me. Yeah, we kiss each other goodbye or whatever, or hugs, but I want him to, mention sex or have sex with me. And if I don't do it after like 3 months or something, or maybe 2 months, people like the woman will be like, yeah, what's wrong? You don't want to fuck me or something? I'm like, that's all on your mind. Like you don't want to get to know me. Like I can have an STD right now. You don't even know. Don't you want to know me or like find out? You just want dick. Okay, so be it. Whatever. Here you go and smell your liver. So it's very annoying to like know that people are actually, not wanting to build a decent, clean relationship. Like all that shit will build in the long run. So get over it. It's hard to deal with. Yeah. Smell your liver. Fuck out of here. It's not easy. It really isn't. All right, I'm gonna give you one of these spiritual as fuck cards so we can have a good laugh. All right. I feel like having a good laugh before I go to sleep. It's 12:12 here. That's so weird. You said 11:11, and I looked up and it says 12:12 a.m. Make a wish, Marley. When you see 11:11, you're supposed to make a wish. Hey, Brenda. How you doing? I saw 11:11 earlier. I'll tell you a brief number thing that happened to me today. I'm doing good, thanks. Good to see you. I've been seeing the number 55 like forever now, for like maybe a whole year and a half, maybe 2 years straight. I keep seeing 55 or 555. I keep seeing like the most. I see all the numbers, right? And I dominantly see 55 every damn day. At least 55 or number, anything to do with five. Yeah. It's definitely the number of change, but 5 and 5 equals 10, right? So 10 is like, in the tarot, 10 is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 is the highest card, right? So, 10 is completion in my opinion, in my book, in my definition. So when I got in my car this morning, like how you look at your speedometer and you look at the mileage. As soon as I got in my car, I turned on the car and my mileage thing comes up, and it said 146,555, and I happened to just look at it, and I was like, "Yep, here we go." I'm in my car for 5 seconds, and I saw 555. Then our license plate numbers here are 5 numbers, right? So it's like right now it's on 50 something thousand, like that, the number of license plates, right? So I go and I went to the grocery store, and it was like I try to find a park. So and right now it's got 5 people and 5 likes in my room, right? Yeah, 5 is my life path number. 5 is my life path number too. I'm a 5 as well. So I go and park behind a car. So I go get my parking meter thing, right? Because you have to pay for parking where I was. So when I pressed the button, it said I had $23.55 left on my parking meter, right? Because I had to put money on it, and I get charged like every $2 for every time I park. So I'm like, wow, I saw 555. I'm still in my damn car, and my meter says $23.55 left. So I'm starting to laugh, right? And I'm like, wow, okay, spirit, I got you, keep fucking with me, okay, whatever. So I'm laughing to myself, right? So then I go like this, I put the parking meter on top of my like dashboard. So it's there. I gotta put it there so the parking people see it. So then I look up like this, and the car in front of me, the license plate was 05055. And I was like, all right, that's it. You guys better stop at this shit. Of all places I parked behind a goddamn car that says 05055. So within 25 minutes to a half an hour, from the time I got in my car to the time I parked and then looked up and then got out of my car, I saw 5555555. Oh goddamn. It was absolutely insane. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, are you serious right now? And I just started laughing to myself. And people must be like, the fuck this guy doing laughing to himself? He must be on the phone or something. And I just laughed to myself. I said, this is crazy. And that's how it is for me. Like, it's just constant numbers all the time. Like, I just happened to look up and it says 55. And when I look at my digital clock over here from time to time to see what time it is, or if I look on my phone, every single day without fail, I see 9:55, whether it's in the morning or whether it's at night. I see 9:55 every single day. That's the number. That's the time that I see guaranteed every day without fail. And if I don't see 9:55 on my clock or my phone, I'll see it someplace where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? I'm guaranteed to see that number every day. For the past year, that's what I've seen, 9:55. So if you add all those numbers together, it's 19. 1 and 9 is 10. See? So 10 is completion. So I'm coming to my completion any day now. Like, I'm going to feel complete, more complete soon, which I do feel complete, but complete to me means a little bit more than what I am right now. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Yeah, I see the repeating numbers like constantly, all day, every day. It's like I see it so much that I start to laugh and say, really, Spirit, you're really doing this to me again? Even when I get my receipts from the grocery store, It'll be like $20.66, or it'll be like, $67.22. It's always a double digit number, or it's always a sequence of numbers that I see, guaranteed. It's just the way it is. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. So numbers means everything to me. I've always seen numbers and always had like, I even got like an angel number book. I have two of them, and I go see all the numbers. If I see like a number all the time, I'll go check it out. Like, so, and all that stuff means something because every year I see like a different significant number. But for the past year and going into this year, it's been 55 the most. I'll always see something 55. Like today, I saw 155. Then I saw 222. Then I saw 55555. I saw 1111 today, and then I just saw 1212 when you guys said 1111. So like it's all day, every day. It never fails, and like it's just spirit just aggravating me to say, hey, look, bro, look, it's coming, okay? The completion is coming. Just be patient. It's all gonna work out for you, bro. So yeah. And the other thing that's happened a lot to me is finding feathers. I have two brown feathers outside my door that I stuck on the wall there. It's a brownish maroon feather. And it's like it was two of them, right? And one of them flew off and it was stuck to the ground with the rain. And I have a black tourmaline crystal on the my door, on the side of my door, to bring protection so no one can come in, right? And that's been there forever, and it's been through like hurricanes and wind and rain, and it don't move. It just stays there, and it's only a little ass like crystal. And no matter what weather it is, it just sits there. It never goes nowhere. It's almost like it's stuck there, but it's not. Like I've never seen it blown off the like ledge or anything like that. It's just like you just know that it's real. You just know that it's true. You know all these things are happening for a reason. Hey Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it means, and that's exactly what's happening. When you add all those numbers up together, it's 10. It's completion. So if as a when you're a tarot reader and you pull the 10 of Pentacles, that's the highest money card, right? Pretty much. Unless you got Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like Ace of Pentacles is not really the highest money card. To me, the highest money card to me is the 10 of Pentacles, right? So then you got the ten of Swords, which is going through all the bullshit, completing, you're getting over the 9 and you're going into the 10, and it's like you're completing your cycle of bullshit. The 10 of Wands, the same thing. Like you're working hard, you're overworked, and you're almost solving the issue. And you got the 10 of oh my god, the 10 of Cups, which is also one of the best cards. It's a family card. Your reputation, your life, your everything coming to a completion. It's got the man, the woman, and the child in the card, and the rainbow, and you're at peace, and you have everything you want. You got your family, you got everything. So the 10 is always the completion to me, like the final stage of your life that you're coming to, where you're gonna have everything you can possibly imagine. So 955 is yeah, what I've been seeing constantly for a whole year now, every single day without fail. And if I don't see it in the morning, I'll see it at night. And if I don't see it there, it's somewhere else. Like I'll see it on somebody else's clock or somebody else's, phone or a license plate or some bullshit will happen. So it's crazy. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. I know I was born here in Bermuda. I live in Bermuda, Brenda, and I was born and raised here. New York is the closest place to Bermuda by plane and by water. Like we're literally an hour and a half by plane away from New York and Boston. So right off of New York is Bermuda, a little island in the water. Yeah, it's the best place for me. I love it here. I've been all over the world, but it's nothing like home. And Bermuda has a lot of psychic energy here. We have a lot of we have crystal caves. It's called with stalagmites and stalactites, and like we have a lot of crystal energy. It's very powerful here, like the energy and the psychic realm and stuff. But we don't really have too many psychics here. There's only like a handful of us. But nobody's really like public because people are crazy here. They'll get addicted to it, and then next thing you know, you got people banging on your door and shit. So yeah, if you look it up, if you Google it, it's called Crystal Caves. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like another world. I've never seen anything like it. But I actually worked in the caves. They found a second cave, and it had like all these man-made steps in there because somebody was obviously in there. But it got see like hundreds of years ago. Obviously, they built it to get down to the cave, and I actually worked there when I was like maybe 23, maybe something like that. I actually was working construction and I was doing electrical as well. And I was working there at nighttime and it was spooky as shit. It was like we had to set up all these generators and lights, and then it was over 100 steps to get down to the bottom. So you start at the top, you got to go through this little opening, and then we had two buckets of concrete because you couldn't take like machines in there and stuff. So we would make the concrete by bucket, and everybody would take two buckets of concrete, like about 10 of us, and we'd go up and down those damn steps. And it can barely fit like two people on each step, so I had to go up and down those 100 steps for hours, and we because we had to build like a room for electrical so that way they can have lights going up and everything to go to so the tourists when the tourists came when they opened the second cave, the tourists had lights and can see it, and because during the day there's no sunlight getting in there. But yeah, I worked at the second cave that they opened up. But we have several places here. We have Leamington Caves, Crystal Caves, and then Crystal Caves has like another cave that got found like years ago. Then they finally had the permission to do construction there. So like 25 years ago, I was there like working there. Like my boss got like the construction contract. We were there for like a month, going up and down those steps. It was crazy, but it was a beautiful place to work though, because it was nice and peaceful. But at nighttime, it was like, okay, I don't want to be here right now. This shit's kind of spooky, but yeah, yeah, the energies are overwhelming, and there's a lot of powerful energy here, though. That's for sure. Like not because it's the crystals, but just because the way it is here. We're surrounded by water. That saltwater energy. The sun is beating down on us all the time. That's sun energy. And you got the crystal caves. Then you got the history of all these people that have come here. A lot of like big time energy is here. And I think that's what helps me with like my abilities and things like that. So a lot of things get drawn here. Bermuda's a beautiful place. It's nice here. I love it. I would never trade it for anything, to be honest. I love living here. We don't have no snow like you guys. We don't have snow. Thank God we don't. It'll be too damn cold. We have to go outside and go to work. But yeah, yeah, everybody that's coming here has told me that even in California, even my California friends said that there's cold ass weather out there and it's nasty. Yeah, Bermuda's the highest temperature, Brenda, it gets here is like 89. It doesn't even reach 90. It's like 80, between 87 and 89 maximum in August and September, but it doesn't get no more than 90. But the issue in Bermuda with weather is hurricanes. Like Bermuda is always in the line of fire and with hurricanes. And the other thing is humidity. Like yesterday, it was 100% humidity. And today, I was working in a bathroom and the ceiling was soaking wet and the tiles were soaking wet from the humidity. So I had the window open in the bathroom and the humidity was so high yesterday and today. Today it was like 90 something humidity and 70 degrees. So like the ceiling was wet. Like I can run my hand on the ceiling and it'll be wet. Like someone took a hose to it. That's how much humidity was in that bathroom. So I had to wipe it down to paint it, to clean it and paint it. That's what I did today. And took me extra time just because it was so humid. And like I put my hand on the tile and I was like, oh shit. It's like it was all wet. So I had to like pretty much wipe it all down. Yeah, I had to put the AC on, yeah. But like the where I was, the AC was far away from the bathroom. So I had to open the window up in the bedroom. I mean, open the door up in the bedroom and put the bedroom AC on. So the AC in the bedroom could fluctuate over to, I had to clear, it was like a master bedroom and bathroom. So I had to close the bedroom door so it'll go into the actual bedroom, I mean, the bathroom. So after a while, it was fine. It started to like, I had a fan going and everything. It was a pain in the ass. But that's how high the humidity is here. And plus this was up high too in the second hot air rises. So I had it in the second floor of the house. It was so crazy. I was like, "Oh my god." And then the paint took forever to dry. Like the paint was still wet before I came online. It's like, holy shit. And I'm like, that's the only thing here that's like kind of, annoying is that. So it can be very annoying at times. It can prevent you from working. Yeah, humidity is very bad here. It's always like in the summertime, it's like 80 something degrees and 80 something humidity. So it's like you just start sweating profusely. No matter where you are, you're gonna sweat. And people are like, holy shit. Your hair goes wet. You can just stand outside and you just start sweating. That's how nasty it is. But otherwise, that like I can handle that. That's fine. I'm used to it. You know, it's life for me. I'm not really worried about it too much. I'm used to sweating and being outside and being in the sun, that type of thing. So it don't matter to me. I'll take the humidity and the heat over snow. That's for sure. I don't want no snow. And here in the wintertime, it doesn't get below 50. Like 50 is like the coolest it gets here. It don't get no cooler than that. Yeah, it's safe here, right? Because our houses are made out of concrete. We have concrete block houses. Even our roof is made out of like slate and concrete and cement, sand. It's like no 2x4s or anything like that. We have 2x6s and big ass, pitched roofs, and it's made out of also out of like, hard materials. There's no like wooden houses here. We don't live in wooden houses. We live in concrete houses. We have to, or else we would not have a house, because the hurricanes that come here are like ridiculous. So I've told the stories on here of all the hurricanes I've survived. Living in this house, I've been living here. This month makes 15 years I've been living here, and it's been not good since I've moved here. We've had like really really bad hurricanes, and this past year we had four, but one hit us, and the other three just brushed by. But the one that hit us was not that bad. It was only like 90 mile an hour, and it lasted all day, which was a very annoying. It was all day and all night into the next day. But we've had some. The biggest one I've had since I've lived here was 140 mile an hour. And I was like, I think it was called Hurricane Gonzalo or some shit like that, or whatever his name was. And I thought I was gonna fucking die that day. I was like, holy shit, what the? It's like a freight train noise outside, and like the rain would hit the house, and it sounded like gunshots, like bullets and shit hitting the house. And I had water coming through like the windows and the shutters. It didn't even make a difference. It was ridiculous. For a couple hours, I was like, oh boy, today is the day I'm gonna go. Oh well, and then obviously praying and probably over exaggerated a little bit. You get scared, because you don't like that shit's Mother Nature's on another level, and hurricanes are ridiculous, especially since we've been living up here. Time for a change? Nah. I mean, the thing is, I've survived probably 20 hurricanes in my lifetime, and that's a lot. But you know what? Thank God that our houses are built out of, concrete. So we're good. It's not nobody dies here from hurricanes either. If they do die, it's self-inflicted, which happened I would say like maybe 10 years ago. This guy was trying to save his boat, and he was on the bridge, and he tried to save the boat, and he was tying the boat to the bridge, and the police came, a man and a woman, and they were like, yo bro, you got to get out of here, like the hurricane's here, like get the hell out of here, and he's like, no no, I got to save my boat. And then a big ass wave came, and all three of them died. The wave like slammed them into the bridge, and they couldn't get up. Somebody tried to save them, but it didn't work. So all three people died. But that's the last time someone died here from a hurricane, and it was self-inflicted. Like he should have never been on that bridge. The police should have grabbed him and said, "Look, get the fuck out of here!" So I knew all three people. I knew of them. I didn't know them personally, but I knew of them. So it was a sad day here for that. But you know, it's life. Or because and I said, like, why save the boat? Who fucking cares? Like, that you can replace that boat. Leave it. Leave that damn boat alone. Your life is more precious than a boat. Fuck that boat. Go for it. But unfortunately, his bad choices cost other people's lives. But we've never really had like mass deaths and things like that over shit like that. So yeah, I'll take snow over a hurricane, that's for sure. But I mean, it's not like we get a bad hurricane every year. There's some years where nothing happens. We just get brush bys. Like last year wasn't that bad. The brush by hurricanes weren't all that powerful. It wasn't a big deal. And the one that did hit us, it was annoying, but we didn't get no damage. We didn't even lose. We're overly prepared. We got generators. We have like plywood for our windows and doors. We have storm shutters. We like hit the house that I'm living at. We're over prepared. We got everything we need. We always have everything. After all these hurricanes, we learned our lesson: what to get, what not to do, what to do, what not to do. Where to go. You know, how to deal with it, the aftermath, the before and after. It's a pain in the ass, because we're always on the edge during those months. So we never know, like, because we're in the middle of the ocean and we get targeted from time to time. But you know, it's life. It doesn't matter where you are, you're always gonna encounter some bullshit. The main thing is it's not every day. And not every year we have like a major hurricane where, we're like, okay, well, it's time to move. I would never move because of that. But if you live in a secluded area in Bermuda, you don't have to worry about those hurricanes no more. It's like where my parents live, they live in like a valley area. So they're surrounded by other houses and they're like in the middle. So my parents during a hurricane, we don't really feel it. When we used to live there, we didn't really feel the hurricanes that bad. When they came out of the north, we would feel it, but that's very rare. It comes out of the north. It comes out of the south majority of the time. So like Bermuda's like this at an angle. So usually the hurricanes come up like this and then they go like that, right? And then or they come in between the states, like say the United States is right here and like Bermuda's right here, it'll come right in between both of us, like that. As long as it doesn't hit us, we're good. But sometimes it'll hit our little island, and the eye is so big that our island is in the eye. That's how big the damn hurricane is, where we actually are in the eye. It's absolutely crazy. So there's that break of the eye, and then after that, it's the beat down. The tail end is the beat down time. The beginning is just the beginning. So I have like, video footage. I have like, you know, all sorts of stuff that I videotaped from all the hurricanes. It's crazy how hurricanes are. It's just if you lived through one, you're lucky. And if you like, but the good thing is about a hurricane is the only good thing about a hurricane is it brings work. It brings work before to prep for it, and it brings work after. So for me, a hurricane is like, I'm gonna make some good money in the next couple months because I have to prepare for it. People are gonna pay me to prepare for it, and they're gonna pay me after the aftermath of all the debris and broken shit everywhere, and so it benefits everybody for work wise, which is annoying, but it helps everybody with their businesses. Brings people work. That's the only good thing about a hurricane is it brings work. All right, Aquarius, good seeing you, sweetheart. Take care. I'm gonna get out of here myself. It's 12:40 in the morning here. I need to go get my ass to bed. But I enjoy talking to everybody about all these things. It's not about psychic stuff all the time, but yeah. I was gonna give messages, but then I got caught up in talking about everything. But anyway, yeah, time flies. I'm gonna get out of here, though. I'm glad you said good night because I looked at the clock and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. I gotta work tomorrow too. But it's good talking to all of you. I'm glad you all came by and had a chat. Hope you all have a great day tomorrow and a great night. And be safe. And all of you that are getting snow, stay warm. And I hope you guys are safe during all these snow things and whatever. It rained all day here and it was very windy, but now it's nice and calm outside. But yeah, tomorrow I gotta go work. And I'm sure all of you do too. So I will see all of you tomorrow. I'll be on here at some point in time. Alrighty. Good night, everybody. Take care.